All right, we're going to go to our second caller on the show. We got Klaus calling in. Klaus, welcome to Stay Paid, man. Thanks for calling in.
Yeah, absolutely. Glad to have me.
Yeah, Klaus, where are you calling from?
I'm actually in West Palm Beach right at the moment. I'm working in West Palm Beach right at the moment. I'm in Murphy, North Carolina.
Okay, well, lucky you, man. Palm Beach is a great area. Now, tell us, how long have you been in real estate?
I've been in real estate for almost 30 years.
Okay, 30 years. So long-time veteran here. And then how's this year been for you? How many transactions or how much volume have you done?
Say that again. I'm sorry.
That's okay. How's the year been for you? How much volume have you done, or how many transactions have you done?
The year, I dialed a little bit back because I'm concentrating mainly on helping other agents at the moment.
Sure.
I think I have done so far 10 transactions, which is on the low side.
He's dialed back and he's done 10. So you're crushing it. Great job. I know.
Months, yeah.
So many people are struggling right now. So you're helping agents. Is that your business? Are you a coach for real estate agents, or do you have a business that you're doing for real estate agents?
Well, I'm attracting agents to our company, and doing that, I'm really helping them scaling their business. That's a way to give back.
Got it.
After 30 years, I think I acquired a lot of knowledge, and seeing what's going on in the market and the difficulties agents have, I think it's just fair to help and give back to them, because it's.
I love that, man. Klaus, you're my type of people, man.
Right.
It's all about giving back impact. What's your question? What can we help you with to help you with your business and help the agents that you're helping?
So as I said, I'm helping agents, mostly agents who already have experience. But if you're a brand new agent, if you're just started, or let's say you have been in business for a while, but you didn't really do much, and like social media, branding, lead generation. I think there is so much stuff out there for a new agent that it gets completely overwhelming. And what would you advise a new agent? Where do you start? I think if you look for help from your broker, we know all the training they have. It's really mostly on the legal side.
Yes.
How do you fill out a contract?
They want to help you from getting sued. I'm going to throw it to Stephen and Cody here in a second, but I just want to frame up the thought of this and get you guys' thought on it. With agents, the struggle is that everybody knows it's a relationship-based business. In order to build relationships, that's a long-term game. That is not a short-term game. So that is what we would call brand building, which is not instant gratification. It's relationship-driven. But then you struggle because the natural tension is, well, I've got to eat, Luke. I've got to pay my bills today, and I need deals. So now you got to have the other side of the equation, which is, well, how do I get deals today as I'm also building my brand? So, Steve, I'll throw it to you and Cody, and you guys give us your thoughts because you're running the #1 team in Lynchburg, Virginia.
Well, Cody wanted to frame it up.
Yeah, first, before we start, Klaus, you've been in the business for 30 years. What did you do when you first started?
I fell in a gold mine. This way, I had absolutely no clue about real estate. I spoke broken English. Not saying my English is perfect today, but and I started at an ERA office in Florida, and they had a HUD contract, meaning they were the HUD broker, and had all those HUD foreclosures. And I joined them because they offered great training. But 6 months later, I had no deal done. I know how to fill out all the shit, but as I said, I didn't get any leads. And I joined another brokerage, and I talking to them. I said, well, I was at ERA Buxton, and he said, well, oh my God, why did you leave? They had the HUD contract. I said, well, that didn't help me. And the way it was, you HUD allowed an agent to do open houses on foreclosures, but there were 3 agents. They grabbed all the open houses for every weekend, so you never got one, right?
Sure.
And one of the agents in the new company said, well, why don't you do them from Monday to Friday and instead of weekends, because nobody does them during the weekend? I said, well, that's an idea. So I started doing open houses every night at 5 o'clock, 5 days a week, never worked the weekend. And I got it pretty quick that, hey, I don't not sell those HUD houses. I get clients I can sell houses to. And man, it worked. I mean, became the
That's
rookie of
fantastic.
the year, became the number one agent within 2 years.
Wow.
Dang.
Let's go.
Dang.
Yeah, and I'd frame it up with two things. So the first thing is like if you're a new agent in any market, like you're in action time, right? Because you're coming in with no database, no brand, no experience, right? And so you're going to come in and have to take action. The second thing is we're in the market right now where it's requiring even for the seasoned agent to take massive action. And so you have to go in with understanding a couple principles. So one stat we pulled up for our team today is 49% of buyers say they want their realtor to find them a house, right? That is the number one thing that consumers want from their agent. The second thing is the market that we're in such a low inventory market. So what that means is if you get the listing, you're going to have that listing under contract, right? And so if we're in an action-based market, everything is going to be about going out and getting that inventory. And that comes from phone calls, that comes from door knocking, that comes from open houses, all the things that require no money to get into the business, but it's the grind, right? So the only thing that people need to hear is if you're a new agent is you've got to get to work. And we were just on the call with someone else just talking about, hey, you're starting with brand. You need to start with database, right? You need to start with putting people into your CRM and then following up with those people. The real estate industry is all about your lead and lag measures, which is why 87% of agents fall out of the business, is because your lag measures are so far apart from your lead measures. And so if you're getting in the business, don't be discouraged if you are 6 months before getting your first listing, because you're probably doing the right activities. If you have a scheduled out, I'm going to go door knocking this day, I'm going to circle prospect this day, I'm going to hold open houses every single Sunday, because it will compound from there. So once you get your first listing, the key to this, right, in compounding your business and compounding it fast, is you better be doing extremely good marketing, which comes down to, okay, I get this listing, I'm going to go door knock the entire neighborhood and invite neighbors to this open house. Then I'm going to ask them if they want numbers on their house to see what it's going to sell for. Then once you do that, you're going to hold the open house and you're going to get leads, and you're going to follow up with saying, hey, I just door knocked this whole neighborhood. I'll let you guys know if anything else comes up on the market, right? I'll get that to you guys first. And then you're going to follow up with the people once it goes under contract that you door knock to, right? To say, hey, I just wanted to let you know this went pending in 2 days and we've got multiple offers on the table, all of this good stuff. But it's just an action-based market. And if you're a new agent, you're already having to take massive action. So if you're going to get into the business, just know that it's the grind. But, in 5 years, like Luke talks about it all the time, this is a repeat and referral business game, right? So if you're doing all the right activities and putting people into your funnel, you're going to be extremely successful once you hit that, that 5-year mark.
Yeah, I think the beauty of it is, Klaus, like your answer to what you did 30 years ago is really the same answer as it is today. So you already have exactly what you need to tell new agents, which is, what did you do? You started doing open houses on weekdays. No one wants to do that, right? No one wants to do a weeknight. But what do you have to do when you need business? You go take action. So find that pillar. Stephen just went through a couple. Find 3 pillars that you're diving into: open houses, door knocking, calls, whatever it is. Your sphere should definitely be one of them. But find what you want to do and then go all in. Do open houses every night on the weekend.
Yep.
And then, like you said, it took you 2 years to become a top agent. It wasn't instantaneous either. It takes time, 2 years to get to that. And that's amazing, by the way. 2 years is also a very short timeline to become that top up. But those are the simplification of it is, man, just focus in on 3 pillars and take action on them. Do them.
Yep, super well said. Klaus, I would encourage you, all the agents, with Reminder Media, we've worked with about 150,000 agents at this point. Yep. And we find that where basically everybody falls down is in consistency. And consistency is a sign of a lack of like a schedule and a commitment to that calendar. And so Stephen and Cody just gave great advice that I'm sure you agree with and you're coaching agents with, being a top producer yourself. But to make it really practical for the agent, they need to pick, like Cody said, one thing that they're going to focus on and master. And that might be circle prospecting. I would encourage everybody to go listen to an episode we just did with Stay Paid on circle prospecting. Acree Brothers has already closed over 12 deals this year. Circle prospecting can be free, so you don't have to spend any money doing it. But the one thing you have to do is put on your calendar I will prospect for these 2 hours every day. And that can be the action that if I were sitting down with you, Klaus, and we were in it together coaching agents, I would sit down with the agent and map out their calendar for their week, and say, if you commit to this calendar, you're going to have success, because 99% of people will not commit and be consistent. And, my solution always in business is act, track, pivot. Act,
Right.
track, pivot. So you take action, you track your result, because you can't improve what you don't measure. And then you pivot. And the pivoting is sometimes totally a 180, but most of the time it's literally just a 2% turn, 5% turn, where you're just making a little iteration on the activity you're doing to refine it and get better. So I love that you're helping agents. I love that you're calling in as a top producer, man. I appreciate you being on the show. Make sure that you follow us on social so I would love to talk to you more and see how we can help each other more. But I really appreciate your question. Really appreciate you calling in.
Sure. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.